Alright guys, I'm Steex, audio video production, and the video intro that you've just listened and viewed has been done exclusively with ML drums, so from ML Sound Lab, and also about the guitars I've used the ML flagship. So regarding the tracking, I've used only ML Sound Lab plugins, and of course for mixing and mastering I've used other kind of plugins, of course. So let's jump into my session, so my Presonus Studio One session, and let's see what I've used. So as you can see, I have here the ML drums pattern. Basically I've made a MIDI track, and I've built by myself all the kind of MIDI notes. Then I have two different guitar tracks, one hard pan left and one hard pan right, and of course a bass. Then I have also some sweep, some sort of reverse sound, but let me just turn them mute so I can focus only on the drum. As you can see, this is my channel for my drum, and as you can see there is nothing because I've not used any post-processing in this drum, so it's totally raw from ML drums. And as you can see, if I open the drum, let me put it bigger. As you can see, you can use a different upscale, 3 different scale. This is way too much big for my kind of 24-inch of desktop. You have a really tiny and medium. This version I'm using is 1.5.5. As you can see, you have 4 different tabs. You have the drums tab where you can see the overall drum. You can play it. So this was my kit that I used. This is the essential kit. Then you have the mixer tab where you can tweak the fader, for example, kick, snare, toms, hi-hat, ride, overheads, room, reverb, and master. You can have some sort of equalization. You can send some signal to the overhead or room, so to have the bleed sound. Then you have the MIDI. Here you can place the MIDI that you are using. For example, if you use Easy Drummer, normally it will sound different because some MIDI notes are different. So you can use here the map, and you can use, for example, SD, I think is Superior Drummer, GM, I don't know, SSD is the Stevens Light drums, I guess, AD is the Addictive drums. So you can use different kind of pattern. If I change, as you can see, it's changing also the MIDI accordingly, but I used the stock MIDI because for me is okay. Then you have the shop, and if you click here you go basically in the website to buy different kind of package. At the moment there is no package. At the moment of this video there is only the free version, because you can use this drum for free and you have the basic sound, so you cannot tweak different kind of components. I'm using the essential, so actually there is the essential pack, and as you can see I can choose between 3 different snare, I can choose between 4 different kick, and basically that's it, because the tom is only one. You cannot choose different tom, you cannot choose different kind of plates, splash, hi-hats. It's really basic, so it's called essential because it is essential. So I have 3 different snare. You can listen, this is the low tune, then I have the mid, and then I have the high pitch. So for this demo I like to use the low. And then for the kick you have this one. This is for example with, I think it's the same kick but with different kind of microphone. This is the PS2G microphone. Then there is the M250 microphone, B91A, I think it's the beta, so the Shure. And then you have the B52A, this is the Shure Beta 52. Okay, slightly different equalization. And that's it. This is the basic essential pack. Then of course you have some presets. You can start from this and maybe tweak as you want. This drum is really easy to use, and I think that to get a really great drum sound you have not to tweak too much, because it's really a great kit. I think it's mix ready, this kick. So as you can see, if I go to mixer, basically you have also the compression. Let's listen, for example, let's listen only the drum. So let's solo the drum. This is my drum. I can compress more the kick. But I lose some bass, so I can also tweak the equalization here. My snare, compression, you can also darker, mids. You have the reverb here, which is really great. You can change the time of reverb and also equalize the reverb. Really short room, a tunnel. Let me raise the reverb. Really tiny. Long time. You can of course decide the amount of reverb you want to send to the reverb channel. For example, I don't want to listen the kick on the reverb because it's disturbing me. With the reverb of the snare is really great, and also for the tom. You cannot choose to send the reverb from hi-hats, ride, overheads, only from the room. So if you want, you can also decide to split every channel. For example, here in PreSonus Studio One, I can split, as you can see, and maybe you can add your reverb in different channels. So as you can see, I can do that. For example, now I'm only using one channel because I've not the necessity to mix the drum further, because it sounds really good for me. But if I want, I can place it in different kind of output. And if I want, now I have a multi-track session of my drum, and I can mix this track by track, whatever I want, with the plugin that I want. For the guitars, I've used the Amped flagship, and let's listen just briefly the guitars. Yeah, great. This pack is really simple, but let me say, let's choose the 0. So this is the very basic drum kit. Let's listen to the sound. It sounds amazing without make anything, basically. I can choose different presets. So let me say hybrid new metal. Really like this snare. Metalcore, really compressed. Dry metal, I love this snare. 80s wet snare. Pop punk. I prepared 2 different presets. I made the Med 1. Basically, Med 1 is using the snare mids, and it sounds like this. Listen how it's compressed. Let's listen. Okay, and the Matsu, that is the preset that I used for the intro video. There is a different reverb, it's basically larger, and the drum I've used, and the snare, sorry, I use the low. It's amazing. Alright guys, this is the ML Drums Essential Pack from ML Sound Lab. It's amazing. For me, it's really easy to use. There is no really too much tweak, really confusing. You can have really great sound with very low amount of knob to move. Of course, I think that in the future there will be more packs, so you can shop different packs to different kit and stuff like that. So great, you have the link in the description. You can download for free the free version. Basically you have less snare and tom, but you have basically all the things you need to create great drum sound. Guys, you have the link in the description. Let me know what you think about, leave a comment below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.